Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. I have a smug smile on my face. Why? Because the BBC are in absolute turmoil at the moment. New figures released are showing that last year, the coof year, over 700,000 new UK residents decided to stop paying for their TV license. As many of you will know, I do not pay my TV license, but I do not watch terrestrial television. I have been in contact with the BBC about this. I'm on a register of non-TV license people, which they will contact every 2 years or so. And I think I might actually be coming up to the 2-year mark. So I might be hearing from them, I think, roughly September time. And in that time, honestly, hand on heart, have I infringed on this? Have I gone to the iPlayer? Have I used it? Have I watched terrestrial television? No. Not in my personal abode. No. At a friend's house, if they've got it, if it's on, sure. But no, it's not something which I've even remotely been tempted to do. And I just get my personal entertainment from streaming services, whether it be Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, etc., etc. That's what I find is my go-to when it comes to me wanting to be personally entertained. So let's get into this article, which comes from the Express in the UK. Quality rag. I'm joking. It's tat. Absolute tat. BBC licence fee in chaos. 700,000 rebels refuse to pay as critics say end is coming. Now, you might have heard Gary and myself and other people discuss the TV licence in the past. And the previous year, which is the statistics that we had to work on, there was about 200 to 240,000 people, I believe, who that year hadn't paid the TV license or were added to not paying the TV license. But with a 700,000 addition to that now, and it's about 24 million, I believe, in the UK that actually pay a TV license. This is getting really bad for the BBC, because even when they had their 240,000 people the previous year, they were saying that they were really scrutinizing what was going on now. But a further 700,000, and ironically, this was at a time where their iPlayer viewership went through the roof because there was the lockdowns. But people decided, no. And it's even got so bad for the BBC, before we go further in, I'm afraid, it's even got so bad for the BBC that they're now asking OAPs, old age pensioners, as we used to call them, senior citizens, I think is the PC terminology for them, to pay again for their TV license, which they should be receiving for free. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but apparently they're going to start doing the knock on these senior citizens' doors, asking them why they're not paying their TV license. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. The BBC lost 700,000 license fee payers last year. New figures released today indicate thousands of households scrap paying for their national broadcaster over the course of the pandemic. The data was revealed as part of the TV licensing annual review for 2020-2021. It indicates that as of March 31st, 2021, there were 24.8 million Britons coughing up for the license fee each year. The previous year was 25.5. So that confirms that there has been a further dip of 700,000 people. if this starts to catch on, and let's just be honest, it is starting to catch on, who knows what could happen now. But as far as I'm concerned, being a Brit, as far as I'm concerned, I do believe that the BBC have failed us. I will go further into this article because I will respond to certain things the BBC say. The drop is a far steeper rate of decline than over the course of the previous year, when about 200,000, I think it was around 240, actually, around 200 to 240,000 chose not to renew the license. As I stressed, though, when I did cancel my license on the phone to the BBC, the person I dealt with, she was lovely, she was sweet. She even said to me she said, you know, how do you know, what do you do for your entertainment then? And I said, YouTube, Netflix, you know, Amazon Prime, etc. She was like, yeah, I'll be honest with you, that's the same as me. So she was a bit of a sweetheart. The figures are likely to spark alarm for the BBC bosses, who have already admitted the need not to become complacent in the face of increased competition from subscription services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime. These are the two that I mentioned because these are the two that I, you know, subscribe to, and these are the two that I go to the most. More Netflix for my mother than myself because she's in love with it, so I kind of just, you know, let her have it. But me, Amazon Prime, YouTube, they're my biggies for absolute sure. Director General Tim Davie admitted to MPs in March that the corporation would see its finances significantly hit if there was a continued drop in those paying the fee. He told the Public Accounts Committee, "We are watching the numbers like hawks. This is the majority of our revenue and is absolutely critical to us." Well, okay, that's fine. If this is absolutely critical to us, then maybe you should decide to actually produce programming for the whole of the British public instead of being a complete partisan, far-left piece of trash that you are now, that you've degraded into, that's just producing this absolute woke horror garbage and trying to pass it off as entertainment. It's trash. Trash. The news is now partisan. The programs are now partisan. There's very little entertainment there to be had. I don't even know why anybody's paying for the BBC right now, because I don't think it offers any sort of entertainment, to be perfectly honest with you, at all. Look what they've done with shows like Doctor Who, beloved shows like Doctor Who. Now it's just a far-left, pathetic piece of shite. And that's something that us Brits used to be so proud of, our lovely little crazy man-in-a-box sci-fi show. And now just ruined due to identity politics. Ruined due to the, again, the introduction of policies like the inclusion and diversity policy, which by its own very nature is racist, bigoted, sexist, and homophobic. Because it operates off the system of box ticking and not talent. And maybe that's why we've seen a substantial drop in quality, because we are just box ticking now, and we're not bringing on people purely on talent. You want a best person for a job? Get 10 people in a room who you know nothing about, and have them present their work to you on the desk, so you don't even know who they are, what they are, color they are, sex they are, sexuality, anything. But no, because you might not get the demographic breakdown that you want. It's not surprising that when on-demand is burgeoning in the way it is, and other services are there, you are going to get some marginal erosion of people who are not watching a live stream on television. If you think that it's purely down to streaming services, you are very wrong. That is 100% a reason, and a legitimate reason, but there is more to it. The BBC is not servicing the British public, and this is becoming more and more evident as the years go past. However, the BBC bosses said that the corporation's role is not to beat Netflix, and he was hoping to produce something radically different. Oh, you're definitely producing something radically different, and it's trash. Unmitigated trash. And the worst thing about the BBC, folks, is one of the reasons why they say you pay a license fee is because there's no adverts on the BBC. However, it goes deeper because it affects all terrestrial television. So I can't watch ITV, which does have advertising on it, without having a TV license because it's classed as a terrestrial, comes through a terrestrial signal. It's a terrestrial TV channel. BBC, BBC 2, ITV, the other ITV channels, Channel 4, the other Channel 4 channels, Channel 5, the other Channel 5 channels. Those are terrestrial television. So even though they have their own advertisers, they're still covered under the blanket of the television license. Britain spent an average of 18 hours and 2 minutes a week engaging with the BBC content, according to figures, up from 17 hours, 45 minutes. So even though time watching the BBC has gone up, and that's obviously gone up because of the coup, let's just be honest, the number of people who are tuning in are gone. So time might be up by the people who are staying, but 700,000 just went, deuces, see you later. With the UK spending most of the year in lockdown due to the pandemic, the BBC iPlayer attracted record audiences with 6.1 billion streams, up 28%. So the number of time watched is gone up. The audience has gone up to 6.1 billion streams on your iPlayer, and you've lost 700,000 license fee payers. What does that say? What does that say? It says that the people who are watching were clearly not that impressed with the content that was being produced, decided, why am I paying for this content, and went elsewhere. They could have gone to Amazon Prime, they could have gone to Netflix, Disney Plus, etc., etc. Could have spent more time on YouTube, but they certainly didn't think that their money was getting value for with the BBC. Responding to the annual report, Mr. Davies said there was much more to do to ensure license fee payers received value for money. He said the BBC has delivered outstanding content and value to audiences in extraordinary circumstances this year. Matter of opinion. I am proud of all we've achieved to inform, educate, yeah, right, and entertain the nation in record numbers. Might be in record numbers, but everyone saw a huge boost because of that. But you lost 700,000 paying customers. So all the time that was watched, all the extra time that was watched means nothing because you lost 700,000 license fee payers. The BBC is responding to global competition and pressure on our finances, but we know we must do much more to ensure license fee payers across the UK get better value from the BBC to maintain their trust and provide a service they cannot do without. Do you know what service that we cannot do without is when you actually service the British public and not a proportion of the British public with your partisan shite. So license fee is going to go up slightly to £159 a year. Who cares? You lost 700,000 license fee payers last year, up from 200 to 240,000. That is absolutely incredible. Stop paying your TV license. Hashtag defund the BBC until they start to actually represent the whole of Great Britain. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.